Well, good morning and welcome back to Subsistence Land. It is, well, I guess it is another beautiful day. I mean, look at the weather. It's awesome. Anything exciting happening out here? We got a bear and a wolf. We got bears and chicken. There's basically neighborhood activity. That's pretty normal. Now, if I remember correctly, we still needed to do the not the campfire, it's the plant bed. So yeah, we're gonna take care of that quickly, and I do need to eat as well. I kind of got a little bit behind in the last one. I was doing a lot of, we were doing a lot of building and stuff. So yeah, that's okay. I like doing building, but that does mean that we do have a few things that we need to get taken care of. And then the plan, as I say, today is going to be for it's looting and wood. So yeah, we got to go out and get supplies. We're super low on supplies. Do I need water? Oh, I do. What the hell? Let's drink too. There we go. Nice, nice. And yeah, so let's get ourselves sorted out for today's sort of adventure, and then we'll head on out. I think that's the plan. Actually, I'm going to keep one water with me, and let's just dump all the rest, and we'll sort the rest out later. Fertilizer goes in the fertilizer bin. And then we've got a few building materials. Yeah, yesterday was all about building, and I kind of got carried away. That's okay. I don't mind getting carried away. I do enjoy building. It is, it's fun. It's fun. Okay, now you go there, and then you go here. There we go. That's my loadout. It looks like we're in relatively good shape repair-wise. My helmet probably could do with something. What do we got? It's basically iron, cotton, and cordage, so I don't know. What was it? Was it a couple? And then a bit of iron? Something like that? Yeah. There we go. All repaired. And how much? Oh, wow. Okay. Getting even more iron. So our iron supplies are getting up there. You know what I should do? Oh, we don't have... Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. We need scrap because I basically blow through it quite heavily. And on top of that, we need... Oh, wow, okay. We're doing good on cordage. We need wood. I can't even make a lockpick. In fact, you know what we're going to do? I wouldn't mind a lockpick because I would like to be able to get a lock crate. Let's go get a little bit of wood. If we hit up the a couple of trees, we'll be able to make a few boards. And yeah, I can't remember. Is it two or four boards that we need for a lockpick? You know, you'd think that I would remember. You think that after all this time, but I know it's 18 iron, but you know what it is I forget it's either 2 scrap and 4 boards or 2 boards and 4 scrap. I'm pretty sure it's 2 boards and 4 scrap. But what we're going to do is we're going to basically get enough to make 4 boards just in case. There we go. Get a little bit of... Oh, look at all the fiber. Boom, boom. Get you. And hey bear, how you doing? You just chilling? You just hanging out over there? Uh-huh. Yeah. You're causing trouble, aren't you? Okay, let's make some boards. Do. Might as well make another one. Uh-huh. And there we go. Let's make another one. Why not? What did I just do? Yeah, craft. There we go. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we need to get that. I'm pretty sure I've got more boards now than I need, but it's okay. I like having them. They're useful. It's not like we're not gonna find a use for them. I think I have more doorways here than I used to. I'm definitely gonna have to do more work on the base. It is definitely a work in progress. Okay, so let's see. We'll grab a 4 of you or 5, whatever. We'll just put back what we don't use and grab a stack of iron. Come over here, and yeah, 2 boards and 4 scrap. Yep, that's what it is. You in there. Oh, wait a minute, and the extra scrap, and then you can go... Oh, right, I'm still making boards. I'm like, where the hell... Oh, yeah, still manufacturing them. And I still have to eat. Look at my vegetables. They're red. Wow. Yeah. I let myself go quite heavily, didn't I? Here, we'll eat the tomato. And actually, you know what? I might as well... Here, let's just make the... let's do that one there. We'll do... we'll get ourselves back up to speed with berry water. We could eat... Well, let's see. Onions provide 8 fruit and vegetables. Carrots provide 12 fruit and vegetables. These guys provide 12. So onions are not great. I think potatoes are pretty... Yeah, onions are kind of the worst. They're good for cooking, and that's about it. So let's just have a few of them. Then maybe we could have, I don't know, we could have a couple of fish and a steak. And that should send us right up. Yeah. And then we'll top off with maybe, I don't know. There. That'll be good. And then we'll be fine. Now, where are we? Ah, yes, boards. Put the board away. And then the last thing I want to do before we head out is, other than pick up the lockpick, is to double check the power. We're okay, but I don't mind sort of just topping it up while we're not here. Why not? It's easy. And okay, let's take just one last check. We have, I think, a reasonable number of 9 mil. Good. That's even more than I need. That's reasonable. We've got one of you, and I think that's it. This is pretty well what we need for a nice. No. Here, what do I? Oh my God! Seriously, bro. Let's take 18. There we go. Why 18? I don't know. It's more than 16. It's less than 20. I don't have a good answer to that question. Oh, hey. Hi, bear. Ooh, there's stuff over here. Oh. Wolfy, bear. All kinds of stuff going on back there. Oh, there's a crate. Oh, man. And a moose. And the bear's still there. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, let's get you. I'm not really sure why well, I pulled out the shotgun because, oh my God, look at them. Look at them. They're like, they're the twins. They're very persistent. Oh, for crying out loud. Seriously, guys. Seriously. Here, how about you come over here? Oh, there's some more scrap. You gonna keep following? Oh, look at that. 'Cause we're best friends. Best friends. Look at this. You know, I could try and take them out, but with the shotgun, but that would be... Oh, is that another wolf? Okay, I see. Now I'm just pushing my luck. But look, they're still following me. I think maybe I'm just leading them on, though. Oh, you hush. I've got enough problems. I don't need you after me as well. Now, who is going to give up? Oh, it's the bear. The bear gave up first. Bear gave up first. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I think that the game. Well, first of all, I need to get around the. There's a lock crate back there that I want to get. Oh, seriously? You guys are just getting a little bit clingy, is what you're doing. All right, I want to get the. You hear that? Come on, move. Okay. Oh. Today's the day where I essentially just lead bears and wolves around on a merry chase. Oh, we had the Bobsy twins back there. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're reasonably okay. But I wanted to get that ammo crate. I know that was a lot to go through for a stupid ammo crate, but... And there's that one over there, too. But, really, I mean, what is the purpose today? The purpose today is loot. So, you know, we do what we must. Okay. Let's just keep going. So I'm going to basically head up this way. We're going to take a look for a lock crate on the other side of Ortastic. There should be something over there. The only thing I got to worry about is those guys right there. They're probably going to mess around with that moose. It's hard to say. I think half the reason why half the time with the moose, the reason why they get into a fight with the hunters is because the hunters are persnickety. And they basically, the moose comes near them, and then they just start shooting it. If they just leave the moose alone, it's not rutting season or anything like that. It would just go away. But they have to shoot it because they're vicious. The hunters are vicious. They're vicious criminals. Well, they may not be vicious criminals. Well, they're vicious, but they may not be criminals. I mean, criminals implies that there is a law in this land. And, well, that is an interesting question. What is the law of this land? Oh, do you see that? Is that me they're interested in, or is that... Oh, I think it's me. I thought it was the moose. Now, the one dude, he went running, but I don't think it was... That I don't think was me. Maybe that was the moose. Maybe he had bloodlust, and he went running after the moose. But then, somehow, through a miracle, he became calmer, and the bloodlust was gone, and then everything was fine. So we did, I don't know if we fully aggroed Bravo just now. We may have piqued their interest, but not sure if we actually invoked anything. It's possible we'll get a revenge attack tomorrow. You never really know. Like, they're super touchy, right? They just, you come too close to them, and then they get all offended. And then they start shooting you, That's how they are. Yeah. But anyways, law of the land. What is the law of this land? Kill or be killed? Survival of the fittest? I don't know. I mean, it really kind of... There doesn't seem to be any real rules except, don't go near the hunters unless you want to get shot. Don't go near the animals unless you want to get bitten. Or some of the animals. That's pretty well it, isn't it? We've got the deer. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to leave the... Fine. The deer run away. Deer run away, so we leave deer. Now, why did I go this way, by the way? I could have just continued on my merry way after being... well, we'll loosely call it chased by those two, the wolf and the pair. By the pair. I could have just carried along around the lake and just kept going. But really, I want to end up in the forest because I do want to get wood. So at a certain point in the day, we are going to switch gears and we're going to start getting... Wow, I'm actually glad I came over here. I'm getting a fair amount of scrap. That's actually making me feel pretty good. But I do want... Is that... Look at you hiding in there, medicinal plant. Is that coming from Bravo? I think it is. What's going on over there? Is that the bloodlust? Seriously, guys? Yeah. Look at them. Look at them. They're scurrying. Was that the moose? Yeah, they got their dander up. They're all itching to shoot things and stuff like that. Tell ya, vicious. They're vicious criminal. Well, okay. Again, not criminals necessarily if there's no crime. So, but they are vicious, so. Yep. It's not just me they don't like, it's all the animals. They don't like the animals either. I find that kind of, perplexing. Now, I am getting a little close because they're a bit hot under the collar right now, and... Ooh, more scrap. That was worth. Totally worth. Okay. I do want a lock crate, though, so let's keep looking around for that. Look at, there's a... not a medicinal, ammo crate right up there. Where that chicken is. The chicken's guarding it for me. I wonder what they were going after. It is interesting. It is interesting. All right. Right. Focus. Yes. Locked crate. Now, we may not find one over here. Okay, I don't need you copper, but I do like iron, so we're going to get this. We may not find a lock crate over here. We may end up going over to... I just had a realization. We may end up going over to... Ooh. No, we're not going to go there. There's a rogue camp over there by Happy Mountain. All right, forest. We're going to go to the forest. The forest is also a kind of a haven, a potential spot, a good spot for lock crates. So let's get over there. Let's head on down that direction and actually start getting something done. We have been getting some good loot though, so I'm not going to say we're not getting anything done. But I am kind of disappointed in the lack of a lock crate over here. Hey bear. Okay. You stay over there. I'll mind my own business over here. And we'll be just fine. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the far end of the forest. We're going to avoid Mr. Wolf over there. And we're just basically going to do some... We're going to loot our way through the forest. We're going to keep an eye out for, you know, goodies. Lock crates, fiber, scrap, whatever pops up. And it's easier if you stay on the trail, kind of. Sometimes you can see stuff off in the distance. Although, actually, I don't know if he's fixed that. There was a thing where you could spot lock crates from a real distance, and actually the forest was a great place for it. So you see how over there there's not a lot of stuff on the ground. It's pretty open, but then up close you see there's a lot of grass and stuff. That's just a rendering artifact. That's because the detail, see over there, the detail doesn't render in at distance for things like grass and stuff like that. It just renders in the terrain. This lock crates get lost in this grass very easily, but at distance you could see them on the horizon, you know, like over there. In a lot of cases you can see the locked crates farther away better at distance than if you were up close to them, especially in the forest, because, you know, there's a lot of grass. Like, look at all the grass and stuff here. And this is particularly true in the spring, where it is more green and kind of lush. One of the nice things about coming here after winter is that the grass tends to be very low, even right around you. See how right over there you can see not much, but then you get up close, you see there's all the grass and stuff. So you can often, like when you're looking for locked crates, you can often just spot them in the distance. You know who kind of, I don't know, well, they didn't, who pointed that out really quite some time ago was actually Emma. Oh, hey. Yeah, hi, Wolf. She pointed that out as that she really likes to use the... well, this was back a long time ago. Like, I think she plays out at the Southern Lake now. But we all used to play the forest a lot because this was really the main part of the base. Main part of the base. It was the main part of the map. This is where your bases were. That was kind of what I was thinking. And yeah, see, this is like if you get up on this little hill here, okay, and you look down into the forest, you see how you can see a lot of, there's trees in the way, of course, but you can see quite well into the distance, right? And this is a great way to spot a lock crate. Now, the problem is that used to be true, and I'm still trying to determine whether that is still true, because I don't really loot the forest as much as I used to, and so I don't really have the practice with it anymore. Where I loot now, it's like a lot of hills and stuff, so it doesn't really help you. You can still spot things at a distance if you're lucky, but you know, but he did change some of the way that things render in. And I wonder if that change has impacted visibility of crates at distance like that. Whether that's still a thing, whether that's still an optimization. But see, like if the crate was in this group here, like that is much harder to see than normal, right? But we're not seeing any locked crates, and usually they would be like around this like right in through here. This whole area, like, there's like a possibility for crates, like right around this big rock. But, you know, we're not seeing any, which is actually kind of interesting. Now, I could go to... There is another place that is really good. And I am kind of going in circles, and I know I am. But that's because I wanted to lead you in a direction here. And that is Death Valley. So Death Valley and on Happy Mountain. Which is essentially... Oh, hey, Wolf! That is, I believe, Happy Mountain right there. Yeah. And that is the dry mountain. That's what I call it. And there's like a little valley. And the problem is there's, I know for a fact because we looked last night in the video. Oh, scrap. There's rogues over there. And so, well, maybe we could do Death Valley. Yeah, let's do Death Valley. Hey, Wolf. Oh! Oh, you jerk! Okay, big circle, big circle, big circle. And... Ha 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 ha! Oh no, 1, wolf, 0. Run, chicken! Angry wolf! The chicken's like, I'm not worried about him. It's you! You're the meanie. Oh wow, yeah, we got animals. Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. Oh, and you too. Man, I needed to get wood too, and I'm going on a little... oh, there's metal. Whoa! No, that is not a good place to get caught up. Okay. And there's a moose over there. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing okay. But we are going to go up here. Oh man, I can't believe I'm doing this. I did want to get wood, and I'm basically now I'm just pushing time like crazy. Right through here, this is Death Valley. Death Valley runs between, that's Happy Hill, and on the left, hey Wolf, on the left is Twin Rocks. It's there's a big tree up on a plateau, and right in through here, and not so much this half, but the last half. If you go, oh my stamina is tanking. Okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Just get him out of here. You guys have been chasing me and harassing me, and oh my goodness, it's just starting to get irritating. Oh, hey bear. This is a great place for lock crates. Like that right there. This is a long been a favorite location for lock crates. Now, let's take a look at what we're dealing with. Not much. There we go. Actually, you know what? I like this. Oh, look at that! Oh. Okay. Enough fiddling about. Let's get this and let's get out of here. Oh, we're gonna pop. Watch. Oh, yep. Yep. We're gonna eat a liver and you, and then we're gonna come over here and get the cordage. Okay, let's get out of here. So this is a great location for finding lock crates. The problem, and why is this called Death Valley, you might ask? Well, you see all the animals? The problem with this valley is that there's all these rocks and hidden hidey holes and trees and little hills and lumps and places for animals to lurk. It is a lurking nightmare with animals. It's just what they do. They go in there and they lurk. And here, let's wash your hands and get out of here. Oh man, I wish I kind of went with the flow a little bit, the loot flow. It's okay though. I like looting. Yeah, but yeah. So that's Death Valley. You can also get the lock crates up on not so much on Happy Hill. Happy Hill is not really great for lock crates, but on the other side of Happy Hill, there on that slope, there's often lock crates, and then up on Twin Rocks, there's sort of a plateau. That's also a good place for lock crates. And like there's an arch over there as well that, you know, in amongst the arch and at the end of Valley. That's just a great location. It's fairly reliable. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head a little bit closer to home, and we're just gonna gather. We're gonna gather wood. When we get a little closer to the to home, just so that I'm not having to traverse through the terrain in the darkness. It's just better that way. Oh, look at you, hiding in the bushes, in the grasses. Do I have any empty space whatsoever? Is there anything I could eat a blueberry? And I could just drink one of my berry waters. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Yep. Definitely running out of time. Okay. Oh. So pretty. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Sorry. I should be looking for loot, but I'm just kind of enamored with this guy right now. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay. Let's get up on this little hillside here. Wait a minute. There we go. Right there. The fiber was skylining. That's where, like, if something is, like, on a backed against the sky, like right up here, like along there, if there's something like right that sort of pops up on the ridge, yeah, that's skylining. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, he's still mad. Fine. Fine. Let's just go down here. Oh. And that is what happens in the middle of the night. Okay. Is he still following? I think we're good. So let's just face in that direction and just keep an eye out for him. And then gather a bunch of wood. We can hold off. I mean, I could have gotten more wood today. I should have done a more... but you know how it is. You get into the loot thing and... yeah, you just get carried away. And that's what I did. I got carried away. Oops. Oopsie. Big surprise. I also, to be honest with you, I do miss that area. I think I've said before, and I'll say it again. When we finish this build here, the bridge build, I do plan on building up near the southern lake. I haven't figured out where or how. Quite frankly, the problem is it's going to be a little tough beating the... I think this is a pretty neat design, this bridge. And it's going to be pretty tough for me. I mean, other people can come up with things because, you know. But for me to come up with something better than, think a better design is a bit... I don't know. I'm not sure if I could, but I'll think... I've got some ideas. It won't necessarily be better, but it'll be interesting. That's what I can hope for. Oh, there is loot over here. But anyways, we will be building over there. Eventually, I'm going to be doing, establishing myself over there. And we'll be looting that whole area more. The Happy Hill. Oh, man. Okay, let's just go in. Let's go in. Happy Hill and all that will be definitely that's going to be on the list because that's a lot more local to that area. And to be honest with you, I really like that area. It's where I learned to play the game, and I remember it fondly, right? I mean, you know how that is. Okay, let's put 25 iron. Was that all from the locked crate? The funny thing is that last lock crate, I got 27 iron out of it. I don't think I've ever gotten that much iron from a single crate before. I was absolutely, like, I saw that in the thing. A couple of people pointed it out in the comments, and when I was looting, I don't pay attention. I don't look at it. Oh, 73. That's nice. That's nice. We're getting our scrap levels back up again. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Oh, we got some cotton seeds, too. Yeah, look at you. reasonable amount. Let's I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna make 4 fuel bricks. Somebody asked about that too. Can you just use make fuel bricks to ease off on the demand for wood for a little bit? Yes, you can, but it does cut back on your cordage, right? Because you're taking away from cordage in order to buff up fuel. So you kind of got to balance that a little bit. It's just a thing. No, yeah, that goes in there, that goes in there, and I gotta reorganize my chests. That's also on the list of things that need to be done. Let's see, cook you. Might as well cook you. What the hell? Let's cook you, and we'll put that there. That goes in there, and then what we can do is we can get the fire going because, oh boy, I left that really late. 2, 3, 5, 6. And I really, while I was in there, should have put the fat in there, but that's okay. All right, let's get the plants taken care of. How many do we have? Oh, we don't have enough. We don't have enough water on us. Here, we could take care of the animals first, then. Let's do, kelp. Let's take 15. That may not be enough. You have to use a lot of kelp, and they go through a lot of water when you use kelp to feed the animals. But we'll just do something. We'll be a little different today. We'll use kelp instead of tomatoes or something like that. All right. 1. Yeah. Hey, I was pretty close. But you see how the water dropped? Yeah, they go through a lot of water when you do that. Although it still only took 2 canteens, so to fill it back up. So that's not too bad. Okay. Let's grab the rest of the murky water. And we'll leave that. That water's probably already cooked, but we can leave it in there for now. Now, did we get you? No. And that. You and you and you. Perfect. Almost. Okay, this is almost done, but I'm going to wait till the potatoes are finished as well, and that cotton, before I harvest. I like to do the whole bed at one time. There we go. Okay. Oh man, I left it late again to check the map. Okay. Woo! Alright, nothing. Oh, they moved over to the other side of the 2 rivers. It's actually 1 river, but it's got islands down the middle. So I call it 2 rivers. Because it's also got 2 waterfalls. Okay, yeah, I know where that is. That's at the top of the valley. My base used to be up here. So top of the valley, and in the I don't know, it's I don't know what to call it. We used to call it kind of the New Forest or something like that, or the yeah, right here, because that was when this was an expansion. But there's been more New Forests since then. There's like the birches and stuff like that. I don't really see any others. It must be. I did leave it late. I shouldn't do that, but it's okay. All right, cool. Let's get the lights taken care of. All right, so we took care of the plants. We took care of the animals. I think we're in good shape. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do for tomorrow. Not sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'll keep 1. There we go. Oh, what are we going to do? I think I still need wood. That is still a thing. You know what? I'm going to eat that. Oh, and I should probably eat some. There we go. And the other thing we got to do is we got to cook up. You know, we could cook up some. What should we make? We don't have eggs, but that's fine. Liver and onions. We don't have any liver. Oh, we do. We do. Okay. And we've got a bunch of onions. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 5 liver and onions. I think that's not bad. I think we can get... Oh, no, that goes back in here. We still have 65. I'm going to have to start actually going back and killing animals again. I kind of... I sometimes just sort of... it's not that I don't kill them, it's that I just sort of kill them less than I used to, kind of, I guess, if that makes sense. So I kind of eased off on them a little bit. So I should probably go out and do some explicit hunting to get the meat stock back up again. I think we're in good shape. 2,500. We could... back up again. There we go. All right. I think that's yeah, I think that's good. So we still have to get wood. It was a good loot day. We did go on a little bit of an excursion. Let me take a look at the map. Basically what we did is we went a little bit over here. We had the Bobbsey twins follow us over here, and then we went around this way, and then down through the forest, and then we came up through here. And I think we came up and we went through. There's Happy Hill. We went down Death Valley, and we got a lock crate somewhere around here. Then we came back out through here, and then went up, and then back this way. That was kind of the path that we took. And you know, I miss this whole area through here, right? It really is a nice spot. And I don't remember where the... Oh, yeah, there they are right there. Yeah, we didn't get quite there. We went here. We went running through here. So that's actually pretty close to where they are. Yeah. Because we actually went over this rock. I remember we went, went over that rock, and then we went through here like this. And then we went in there. But it does look like they're not here. Yeah, maybe we'll go and do some looting. I'll have to figure out... I'm going to think about where we want to go and do some looting. Maybe we could go... We can go up. I don't know why this is covered. This is Twin Rocks. It shouldn't be covered because I've been here. I'm pretty sure I've been here a few times now. But we can maybe go to Twin Rocks. We can do some more looting, and also that looting and wood, actual wood gathering. And let's open up this fog here at Twin Rocks, and maybe a little bit of the fog back here. And maybe, let's look around in this whole area here. I think that's kind of that would be a nice little day trip. And we'll turn it into a loot and explore a little. I think that's a good idea. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Until next time. Oh, yeah. And right. Don't forget. I have to remember that I'm cooking. Okay, I'm going to sign off like this, staring at the stove. So that when I log in, I'm going to be staring at the stove. It works. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Until next time, you all have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.